Welcome back, cadets. In this video, we finish our application. So, we see that if nobody paid more than the rest, or someone had already paid before everyone else chips in, then this will not be executed. So we will just skip this and the program finishes. But if someone did, we typed yes, then we have to finish it. So let's begin with console write line, and remember, I think we want them to type the input after and not on a new line. So we go to write and say how much did they pay, and then we need to get the input. Let's call it double paid double. For example, here say I double amount. It's not very clear. And it's not uncommon that you might change the name during your while you're developing, because if it's a bit ambiguous to your mind, then it's much more ambiguous to anyone else reading code. So I'm going to call it paid, because that's what they paid. How much did they pay? Yeah, let's go for that. And then here we will need to double parse console read line. And then we would need to calculate, say double balance, what remains. Let's say double balance equal paid minus the total cost for everyone involved. And then we need to react to this differently. So let's say if what remains balance is greater than 0, what do we want to do? Let's say they are owed. Then we might want to use string interpolation. So, and we want only 2 decimals. So $ string. They are owed, curly braces, balance, and then we can say F2. And then we say kronor. And what if the balance is negative? So else if, good thing we cover these, balance is lesser than 0. And then here, because it's console write line, and here we use the same, they still, maybe they paid less. And then curly braces, balance. But then when we think about this, this might not be right if both are positive. So we'll add a negative here. And this doesn't change the variable, it only changes what is inputted here once it has been interpolated. And then lastly, the last possible condition, if they have paid exactly as much as everyone else. Let me say, let's scroll down a bit, console write line, and let's say they have paid exactly their share. So now let's try to run all of this. So open the terminal, let's just minimize its size, let's scroll up. So 374, port 49, 4 people, everything looks correct. And here we say yes. How much did they pay? Let's say 200. They still owe 174, port 49. No, we did that wrong. They should be owed. So here, calculated this wrong. Say paid minus total cost. So here we calculate this wrong. So what we should have done, we should have stored this value. So we'll do that actually. We'll say double cost per person. We'll do total cost divided on people. Then we can simplify this. Say total cost, what? You just say cost per person. And then here minus cost per person. And now if we run it again, and let's see if we did it correctly. Now what you saw is what we call a logic bug. It's something that runs, it doesn't crash the program, just I correctly said, did not think this through. So 4, and yes, and they paid 200. They are owed 106.38 kronor. So there we got it correct. 38. Now let's see if we run this again. There's a 4, 9, 4, and then I paid the same as them. Nothing happened. Oh, I even did wrong. Let's go back here. 9, 4, yes. Then the exact same. They still owe 0. Interesting. We can see some errors in our thinking. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's right. It's because we formatted it beforehand. And so here we see another logic bug. Because before we format, we have 2 more decimals, right? And now we have rounded it. And that is why we see that this this needs to be very specific. We'll cover that. What was the total cost? Let's say they underpaid instead. Here's a 59, 3, 6, 4, 49, and 4. And then yes. And they paid less, they just paid 70. They owe money. Now, only what remains is to figure out how should we cover this last one. And to keep this video short, we'll do it on the next one.